Good morning, my name is Steven and welcome aboard the beautiful Wonder of the Seas. That's right, we're here for day 3 aboard Wonder of the Seas, and it is our first full sea day on the largest cruise ship in the world. I realize that I haven't actually really explored this ship much at all because, well, we've been in one section of the ship. Yesterday was Coco Cay, so obviously we were on the island all day. Yeah, it just doesn't feel like I'm on an Oasis class ship, so we gotta go explore and see what this beautiful ship has to offer. And one thing that I can for sure say we are going to do is we are going to go to the Mason Jar, which is a brand new restaurant that came out with this ship. So no other Royal Caribbean ship has the Mason Jar. Actually, no other ship in general has the Mason Jar, so we're gonna try it out for the first time, and we're going in for brunch. And then after that, we're just gonna do whatever else you do on a sea day. So let's go ahead and head down to the Mason Jar. It is already noon, so let's go ahead and head down. Okay, so we have made it to Mason Jar for brunch, which I think is a really unique thing. I don't think any other Royal Caribbean specialty restaurant has a brunch service, so it's really popular. It's really busy in here. We had to wait quite a little bit to get in. Maybe we were just with a big wave of people coming in, but that took a little bit to get a table. But now that we're here, I want to mention one thing. I don't think I mentioned it on the series so far, but I do have a dairy allergy, and that has definitely been a lot of fun for this restaurant. We're going to jump right into eating, and you take a look at avocado toast that I got, and then you take a look at the avocado toast that my mom got. Very different, but that's okay. So I'm going to try a bite of, it's basically just smoked salmon, and so anyways, I'm going to try a bite of salmon and avocado.
Just scoop off whatever you want.
I mean, I love both those things, so it works. We have to take a look at the chicken and waffles. Oh, so one thing to mention, my little sister actually has an allergy herself. She has an egg allergy, so she got just the chicken. And then here's the opposite. That's what it should look like, the chicken and waffles. She can't have waffles because that has eggs in it. That's okay. The chicken still looks really good.
It is.
Is it good?
Yeah.
It's very good.
And the next thing I ended up getting was the burger, which unfortunately was on a brioche bun, which has dairy, so I couldn't have the bun, and has cheese. But it's easy not to do cheese on that. So I have a burger that's essentially protein style. So we're going to try it, see if it's any better than, say, a regular burger from the buffet. It's actually a really good burger. Tastes really good. I don't know if it's necessarily worth getting. I would recommend that if you're not allergic to dairy or eggs, which Alyssa and I are the worst 2 people to have come to the restaurant, I would recommend that you get some of the more fun things like the cinnamon roll or the French toast. Those look really awesome, but unfortunately none of us got it, so I don't know if it tasted any good, but it looks really good. I wish I could have it. I would get it if I could, but is what it is. So I know that we ended up getting a bunch of savory items, so dessert makes a lot of sense. But if you were to get the pancakes or the cinnamon roll for breakfast, why would you want a dessert menu? Either way, things to point out, twice fried Oreos, that sounds pretty cool. All the different kinds of ice creams, well, 3 different new kinds of ice creams, because chocolate, vanilla, strawberry is quite usual. But Georgia peach, interesting. Maple candy bacon, even more interesting. And then bourbon butter pecan. What? Then there's a backside with some nice dessert drinks for grown folk and then for the youngins. Okay, so the family did get some pretty interesting desserts. Dad got a bread pudding. Mom got ice cream. She got maple, bacon, and the peach. So
Very good.
does the bacon taste like bacon? And maple?
Bacon, maple, and
Got
vanilla.
bacon in it.
There's actually bacon in the... interesting. Then double fried Oreos from Alyssa. Nice. And they give you a little bit of chocolate to dip in.
It tastes like Oreo. Like a fried Oreo.
It just tastes like a fried Oreo? Interesting.
Like, it's supposed to be like a funnel cake tasting like Oreo.
Well, it's not supposed to be a funnel cake. It's funnel cake batter.
It's good. I like it.
I should just ask, can I get the Oreos plain? Though he was nice and he grabbed me apricot sorbet from Coastal Kitchen, in which I didn't know that they had that in Coastal Kitchen. So, Mohammed, we're going to have a conversation when we get back to the dining room later tonight. Out of Mason Jar and into the Royal Theater for Love and Marriage, which It's an adult show, so we might not show much.
Now, question 2. This is in relation just to your wife's side of the family, all right? If you were stuck alone with one member of your wife's family, who would you least like to be stuck with? Three days may not get to 4.
I can't pass on this one.
No. There's got to be someone you've met all of Tiffany's family.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's got to be. You got it narrowed down to 2. All right. So which one out of those 2 do you think it will be?
I'm gonna have to say my mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law. Now, it might not be as bad as we think. Do you get along with your mother-in-law?
She's very sweet.
She's a very sweet lady, all right. But you just wouldn't want to be stuck with her.
It'd be a long time.
Okay, all right. So Dave, what is Tiffany wearing right now?
She has a light bluish gray dress covering her swimsuit.
Yep.
She's got my green fraternity hat with sunglasses on. She's got her white silicone wedding band to go on the pool.
Yep.
And her sandals are white.
Leather.
Oh, no, actually. I think her white.
She's got some sandals on.
She's got sandals on, flip-flops.
Flip-flops, all right. And you're not sure whether
I think they're the white ones.
the white ones. All right. So white sandals, a white, blue and white dress, yeah. Swimsuit underneath, then the cap and sunglasses. All right, cool. All right, Mark, what is Melissa wearing right now?
She's wearing a tie-dye colored, short little sundress, turquoise flip-flops. She's got a pair of glasses on with a pair of sunglasses on her head. She's got 2 diamond stud earrings, probably carat or so a piece. Beige bra, strapless bra.
We're not going to check that, Mark. We're not going to check that. No. Just what we can see, you know.
That's what she's wearing. A lot of jewelry.
All right, got all that, James? As much as you can? Perfecto. All right, and last but not least, Shirley, what is she wearing today?
She has a white bra, turquoise top, white pants, gold slippers, or sandals, and a chain, I think.
That's like Nick Chain? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. You fairly confident on that, Jim? You fairly confident on that? Yeah?
Absolutely.
We're confident with you. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back the ladies! Come on over, Shirley. All right. How are we feeling, girls? We doing good? We feeling all right?
Well, I was gonna go to Spotlight Karaoke for Harry Potter trivia, but that is just crowded. It is just packed. I mean, everyone is standing. If you're gonna have a popular trivia like that, host it in a bigger venue. Spotlight Karaoke isn't the biggest venue on the ship, and it seems like Harry Potter trivia is extremely popular. So, a little lack there on Wonder of the Seas side, so it is what it is. I didn't need to go to Harry Potter trivia anyways. Well, since we couldn't go to Wizard trivia, I guess we'll just follow my parents, who ended up getting a deal on a ring. I don't know, something along the line of that. Because what, Mom found something that she really wanted in Effie.
Yep, that's her cruise. That's her cruise money. Went bye-bye.
Nothing else. Sorry.
Bye-bye.
Can't buy anything else unless
So the
I buy it
ticket-
And the
myself.
market is no good.
So the
Waiting
ticket
for the market
was
to come back.
the ticket or the ticket or the sale. I don't know the
Down
listed
100.
price. The listed price was 5,000, and then
400 and something.
5,400 something, and then
490.
Mom tried to deal
Oh,
and get it down to they got it to 31, and then Dad was like,
I got mine last night. They gave me a deal. They went from $54.90 to $3,400, and they said, wait, you'll get a discount on top of that because you're an FE buyer. They got me all the way to $29.95.
but Dad said he wanted it at
So then-
25.
No, so
25.
then we come in
I
today.
should have said 2.
The guy was different. So the guy only wanted to give him 31. Then he said, wait. Then he got 27. And Dad said, no, 25. And he's like, so the girl, when we said we were going to St. Thomas, And if we go to St. Thomas and I buy something, we're done.
Uh-oh.
So, they made the sale on the Alexandrite ring that Mom got. And now I guess we're looking at Tanzanite for Alyssa. Man, these sales reps are on it.
$25? You're gonna kill the deal for $25? Come on.
We still have a rock bottom.
No, it's $25. You should do it.
Well, that's why she said if she could do it, she would do it. If she doesn't want to lose a deal for 50.
So, Dad tried to negotiate. Alyssa's a little sad.
That's
$50, they're $50 off from what Dad wanted to pay versus what she wanted to sell it for, so pray. So Dad just said,
Well, you got to
you have my number, you know what room I'm in. Made it back to the room. It was really windy out in Central Park, but what I wanted to say is the Tanzanite ring that Dad was going to get for Alyssa was $5,500 as well. Almost as much, if not as much, as the one that Mom got. But they went really, really low on Alyssa's, but $25. So I guess the thing is if you're paying full price at some of these stores or any of these stores, you messed up. Don't ever do that. So
never.
and if
At
you
least 50% or better.
at least 50% or better, I'd never go shopping in Effie or any of those shops. So
Don't take
that's
the
a
first
lesson to
price
you.
they give you.
Don't take the first price they give you. That's what Mom says. And
And tell them you're an Effie buyer. You bought Effie before.
yeah,
Because they give you discounts. She can't check it. How's she going to check that I bought from Effie? I have, but she asked me, did I buy it from Effie?
yeah, they just throw whatever discount they can to you.
You get an additional so much off if you're an Effie, like, I think you get 40% off. 30 to 40% off. Because
Just go shopping.
he's the one last night that gave me.
So we are heading down to Studio B because it is going to be laser tag time. Now, interesting to note on this ship, compared to other Royal Caribbean ships, I imagine all Oasis and Quantum class ships, you have to book a reservation for laser tag ahead of time. We didn't actually know that, but thanks to our concierge, he was able to sneak us in on the reservation. So we have a reservation and we're going to go and try and place laser tag. The only issue is I really can't record, so there's that. But Alyssa and we're going to try our best. So we're waiting in line right now for laser tag, and I just want to mention that over there, the crew members are taking out chairs from Studio B to run it to the Attic Comedy Club, which isn't that big, for Royal Bingo.
Nobody saw that.
Why would you host a big venue, or why would you host a big thing like that, such as bingo, which is usually really popular, in a small venue? That's the same thing like Harry Potter. Harry Potter should have been held in an attic, and bingo should have been held in the theater. Just kind of slide that up into one better venue. Alright, it's extremely dark in here. We're not going to be able to record, and plus I'm not really allowed to take the camera in here, so oh well. It'll be with Dad. He'll see what he can get.
Alright, hi everyone, welcome to Crystal City Laser Tag. Who has done this before?
Yeah, I don't know. That was laser tag. I wish I could have recorded in there, but that's okay. I was Otis. Alright, let's see what score I got, because it doesn't actually tell you. Yeah, so it wasn't a good shot, I'm sure you saw. We try our best. One day I'm just going to sneak in a GoPro that I could attach and mount, because the problem is you have to be able to hold both. You have to be able to hold the tagger with both hands, and that would make it impossible for me to be able to record and play the game. So that's why I need to get a mount for that, or just have some kind of wrist strap or something. I didn't even think about it. Plus, it's really dark in there, so I don't know if a GoPro would even work. I'm sure others have tried and have been successful or failed. I don't know. But it actually does say no cameras allowed. So. Oh, I guess the other thing is I was Otis, and I ended up being third on my team, and the other team absolutely wiped us off the floor. So that's unfortunate. Hey, you know, it's for fun. And did we have fun, Alyssa?
Yeah.
Did Alyssa have a lot of fun?
Yeah.
But you didn't do very good. Oh well.
I got rock bottom last.
Oh no.
You did?
You're like,
Oh my gosh.
I told you I wasn't good
How
at
did you
the
get shot so much?
I don't know. The staff kept shooting me, and there was people
Well,
around.
that's not fair.
Yeah, so the staff member, she was testing out whether or not the gun was working, and it does. It worked.
She kept shooting me over and over and over. I was like, what?
We've changed up for dinner, and it's formal night. So the dad shirt and I returned, and mom is dressed up as well. And Alyssa's gone ahead, and I think she dressed up as well.
Key card.
But formal night, but semi-formal, because technically it's dress your best. And this is the best we got. And we got sat to a beautiful view of the basketball court.
Sports court.
Yeah, that's okay. Dinner and a show almost. Tonight's menu, I don't think anything's particularly calling out to me, but maybe the cod? We'll see. I know it was technically a main, but I wanted it as my appetizer. I got the tofu because nothing else really looked as good to me or appetizing to me, so I decided tofu would be a good appetizer because it doesn't seem to be that big anyways. So we're gonna try a bite and see if it's any good. Yeah, it's okay. Really not seasoned very much. All the sauce is on the bottom of the dish, which kind of is a huge disadvantage to the tofu. But it's nice that they always have at least one vegetarian option on every one of the menus, and tofu was tonight's. But Alyssa got it as her main, and hearing that review, she doesn't look all too excited now, huh?
This is like oxtail. You want to try? A little
Oh,
bit?
but then-
One little bite.
Dad and Mom got the beef gnocchi.
Oxtail.
It looks alright. It looks a lot better than what I got.
Very good.
Oh, this is gonna try. Fine.
Thank you very much.
It's good.
No good?
It tastes like oxtail.
Oxtail, I told you.
It's braised. It's a braised beef, and then there's gnocchi around them inside.
Noodles.
Pretty cool. And then for the main dish, we got cod. All three of us actually got the cod, so not that appetizing of a menu, but that's okay. I do like cod, and we'll see if it's any good today. Yeah, it's good. I'm not a big fan of the tomato sauce, but cod itself is really good. Seasoned well, not overcooked. Done well. Then, like I said, Alyssa got the tofu as well for her main. Any good?
It's not, like Steven said earlier, it wasn't seasoned. The sauce is on the bottom. But it's good.
So I'm glad that the menu changes every night because this one's definitely on the weaker side. But hey, you know what? It's okay. Just got done with Coastal Kitchen and it was good. But Windjammer's an option, so we're gonna try that. Let's see if that's any good. Welcome to the Windjammer Marketplace. Whoa. I haven't been here yet, so we get to explore. So it looks like there could normally be two sides open, but I think since dinner is usually a slower service, they only have one side open, which, oh my gosh, look at the selection. Carvery, international flavors, garden, wow. Hot dogs and burgers, favorites, desserts. Okay, so after a little bit of walking around of the Windjammer, which this Windjammer is actually really big comparative to other ships from Royal Caribbean's fleet. Like even Allure of the Seas, which is another Oasis class ship, a sister to this, doesn't even have a buffet this big. The selection on here is so much better, and usually dinner service is not as much for all cruise lines, I feel like, because usually you're supposed to go to the main dining room and you're supposed to eat there. The buffet is supposed to be a second option that really that I've found most cruises don't really take serious. But Wonder actually has a really good selection, and they had one thing that I really wanted to try, which was tempura.
Okay.
So I don't know, fried vegetables. I don't like the vegetables part, but the fried part's really good. Dad got a snack too. Yeah, the only thing that's missing from this is there's usually a tempura sauce that goes with tempura. That's the only thing they're missing. If they had that, they would be out of the park. This is actually a really solid battered vegetable. Oh, I also just wanted to mention that the bigger thing that is notable about the size and Windjammer is that the fact that it goes all the way around. So I have a pretty solid view of the aqua theater from where I am. So that makes a huge difference. And it's a pretty solid view. We can't really hear anything, thankfully the glass is pretty soundproof. You could feel the vibrations from the show, but you really can't hear it. It's very faint. So it just wraps all the way around in a huge circle. We'll have to come tomorrow when it's fully open, because right now, obviously, it's just only half open, and they've sectioned out quite a bit of it. But still, even for dinner, Windjammer could be a great option for dinner. Welcome to the Royal Theater for Voices.
Voices. Sounds made using the vocal folds. For talking, laughing, crying, and singing.
And we're ready for our vocal band. Let's start with the mezzos and tenors.
At the bass. Nice.
At the altos and baritones. The vocal pad.
And some atmosphere voices. And we have our band. Singers, dancers, and our dreamers. With just a bit of pure imagination.
A
We bring you vocal groups through the decades. From barbershop to beatbox. Oh, shut up and sing.
Hello. Come on, boys.
Light a rose, I'm home again, Rose, to get the sun back in the sky. Light a rose, oh, won't you be
Let's shine just all night. I love us alive. Baby, you're a firework. You're electrical spark. Make 'em go up. You shoot across the sky. It takes just one.
Alrighty, so we've just made it back from the show Voices, and let me tell you, that was a beautiful show. I really, really enjoyed it. What they did so well, it was... What was it about? Sheesh. The show, it was called Voices because basically everything that you heard throughout the show was done by voice. It was essentially a cappella, and what they did is they pre-recorded all the instrumentation, quote unquote, ahead of time, and you get to see video of the performers singing it. And then the singers were obviously live singers, and all the songs that they chose for the entire show were great choices. I think each and every one of them were amazing. I liked every song, and that's pretty rare for a lot of these shows that are on cruises. Sometimes they're just really far out left, right? And you just have no idea what the heck you're listening to. But they picked really popular songs. All throughout the decades. I feel like anyone of all ages can enjoy this show for sure. And probably one of my favorite Royal Caribbean shows that is not a Broadway show. Which I guess that's the big thing to note, is that this is an Oasis class ship, and usually Quantum and Oasis class ships always have a Broadway show, but this one doesn't. Instead, we're going to get 3 different performances, so Voices is the first one of the 3. And we'll get to the other shows as we go on throughout the voyage, but even though it wasn't a Broadway show, it was still a really, really good show. I recommend it. Do not miss out on Voices. But for now, tomorrow we're going to be heading over to St. Thomas, our second port, because we had Coco Cay yesterday, right? So tomorrow is our first non-Royal Caribbean island port. We'll be in St. Thomas. We'll be getting then a little late, which is a really weird thing to say. We're going to be in at 12 p.m. So that's fun. we'll have a little bit of a shorter time in St. Thomas, but we'll still try to find something interesting. We'll hit downtown, go shopping, because that's what the island's known for, and that's what we're gonna do. Anyways, so overall today was a great day at sea. Cannot complain at all. Loved Mason Jar, loved the show. Dinner was a bust, but you know what? Windjammer's a pretty awesome place. Wish we would go there more, and we're probably gonna go there a lot more throughout this sailing, of course. Overall, great day aboard Wonder of the Seas. Tomorrow's gonna be St. Thomas, so make sure to join us. As always, this isn't a goodbye, but just a see you real soon.